another student that I'd like to have come up, and he's just gotten off work as a police officer, changed out of uniform, and I'd like to have him just speak from the heart a little bit. Corey Saffold graduated from the class of '06, and he is a member of the Madison Police Officer. He's giving talks around the state now as part of the Wisconsin-Humanities Council Speakers Bureau, and he's working on his bachelor's degree at UW-Whitewater. Please welcome Corey Saffold.
Thank you. I'm fighting a bit of a cold, so excuse me if I kind of sniff or whatever. It's that time of season, right? Let's see. When I think of the Odyssey Project, I think about everything that I'm doing right now. Police officer, activist, speaking about the contention between police and the black community, speaking about African-American men who are being gunned down by white police officers, speaking about the treatment overall that people who look like me have to bear with police officers, and then the paradox that is with myself being a police officer and being an African-American man. And I just had a speaking engagement a couple of days ago, and as I left, I realized that this voice to speak, this voice to be bold, and to be confident in the issues that are so near to my heart, it was a voice that I found in the Odyssey Project. It was a voice that, without the Odyssey Project, I would not be serving many of you who live in Madison as a police officer. It just was something that, it was one of those things where there was a fear, a crippling fear that paralyzed me to the point where any of my written or oral communication I thought was not good enough to be presented, not good enough for me to have a voice. And so I kind of just lived my life kind of just, just floating through without any purpose, without passion. And when I came into the Odyssey Project, it wasn't until I wrote an editorial that was published in the Wisconsin State Journal about 10 years ago. And when I realized that that they actually published it, and it made me feel like, wow, so what I have to say is actually really important. The voice that I have to say, somebody really wants to hear. And so I'm just so thankful to the Odyssey Project, thankful to Emily, and thankful to everyone that supports the Odyssey Project, because there are so many, as you've seen, so many great, powerful speakers and people who are giving back to our community in magnificent ways that we would not necessarily see if it were not for the Odyssey Project. That, as you've heard many of them say, many people have wrote us off, said you're not college material, or you can't speak, or you're not enough of this or enough of that. But there is greatness in all of us. There is greatness in us. And all it takes is for one person to look at us and say, I see the greatness in you, and I'm going to help pull the greatness out of you. And you are going to be somebody. You are going to be someone. You are going to change this world. And that's what the Odyssey Project is doing with each student, with each person in here. And she's sending us out to be change agents, and that is exactly what we're doing. That is exactly what I do when I'm at work every day, a change agent, by providing dignity with someone, respect to someone, treating someone well, speaking out against injustice. All of that started, that idea, those dreams, that fire, started with the Odyssey Project. So I'm very appreciative to them, and I thank you for your support as well.